The night the dead stood up again. I was the only one laughing. Not because it was funny, but because fear had already passed me. When the ground shook and the drums started beating by themselves, even the men were crying like children. But me, I tightened my spear and said, "If death wants to dance, let him come closer." That was the night Amadi looked at me and said, "You, stand beside me." That was how my life changed forever. My name is Nanyere. My name is Nanyere of Akanmu. I was not born gentle. While other girls learned how to cook soup, I learned how to break a man's wrist. While others feared blood, I washed it from my blade like rainwater. I had a gift. Speed, strength, instinct. The elders said the spirits trained me before birth. And when Amadi became head of the warriors, he chose me. Not because I was a woman, but because I never ran. Truth is, I had admired Amadi long before that day. But admiring Amadi was dangerous. He didn't behave like a man. He behaved like a thunder that learned how to walk. He didn't flirt, didn't joke, didn't look at women. When other men were chasing skirts, Amadi was chasing destiny. I tried everything. I fought harder than everyone. When enemies came, I entered first. When warriors fell, I carried two at once. I even sharpened his spear one night and said, "Leader, your blade is tired." He said, "Thank you," and walked away. That was it. No smile, no moment, no romance. I nearly fainted from frustration. The night the dead rose. Then came the night of terror. The forest screamed. Graves burst open. Spirits poured out like ants from broken wood. Men dropped their weapons. Someone shouted, "The dead have come back for Amadi." The spirits attacked. Not slow, fast. They moved like smoke with teeth. We fought. Oh, we fought. I stabbed one, it laughed. I caught another, it entered my arm. Pain burned like fire ants. Warriors fell everywhere. Then Amadi stepped forward. The lion spirit stirred. Wind exploded. Shadows screamed. And when Amadi roared, even the spirits hesitated. I stood beside him, shaking, bleeding, smiling. That was when I knew I would die for this man if I had to. After the battle, when dawn came, the village survived. But something else happened. Something worse. The day I spoke my heart, I followed Amadi to the river. My heart was beating like war drums. I said, "Amadi, I like you." He stopped walking, turned, stared at me. Then, he laughed. Not small laugh, big laugh, thunder laugh. The kind that makes birds fly away. People heard it in the village. Children stopped playing. Old women gasped. The god of war is laughing. My heart shattered. I felt mocked, embarrassed, small. I turned and ran. I ran into the bush, found a tree, sat down, and cried like someone whose strength had finally broken. When Amadi found me, I didn't hear him approach. I only felt the air change. He stood there quietly. Then he said, "Nanyere, men and women do not think the same." I didn't answer. He continued, "I was not laughing at you." I looked up. he said. I laughed because in my entire life, no woman has ever spoken to me like that. I sniffed. You embarrassed me. He shook his head. No. You surprised me. Then he told me the truth. A heavy truth. The gods made a covenant with me, he said. The day I touch a woman in desire, my power will leave. I froze. That is why I walk alone, he said. That is why I do not look. That is why I do not chase. I finally understood. And strangely, my heart felt calm. Best friends of war. From that day, Amadi and I became close. Very close. Best friends. Battle partners. Problem was, I was jealous. Very jealous. If a woman passed near Amadi, my mind would start shouting. Look at how he is looking at her. Meanwhile, Amadi was staring at a goat behind her. I would hiss quietly. Ugly man. It's because I like you, if not I would beat both of you. One day I confronted a girl. What are you smiling at? She said. I was smiling at the sun. I apologized. The sun was innocent. The final attack. When the last enemy alliance came, they brought dark priests. Real ones. The sky turned black at noon. The ground swallowed men. Spirits poured like rain. This time, fear returned. But Amadi stood. And I stood beside him. When the spirits rushed us, we fought back to back. My blade moved without thought. His power roared without rage. Not destruction. Control. Together, we pushed them back. When the dust cleared, peace returned again. For real this time. The ending. Today, Akanmu sleeps without fear. Children laugh freely. Drums beat for joy. And me, I still stand beside Amadi. Not as his lover. Not as his possession. But as his chosen warrior. His friend. His shield. And sometimes, when I catch him staring into space, I still say in my head, don't even try it, God of War.
It is.
I am watching you.
I am happy with you.
Questions for you. Would you stay with someone you love, even if you could never have them? Is friendship sometimes stronger than romance? And if destiny blocked your desire, would you accept it or fight it? Advice from this story. Love is not always about possession. Sometimes it is about understanding. True strength is not in power, but in respect. And not every happy ending looks the same. Thank you for watching Ancient's Voice of Africa Storytime. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for every share. And if you have not subscribed yet, kindly do well to subscribe. If you have a story you want us to tell, a myth, a legend, or a memory passed down, send us a message. Because the ancestors are still speaking, and their stories are far from finished. Paw prints, fire sparkles.